Jon Cutler, and I'm actually from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Your finishing move?
Oh, I guess it's been dubbed the F-bomb, but it's more the F5, known, I guess, more or less by Brock Lesnar. Kind of did it, made it famous that way. So.
Where did you receive your training?
A few different areas, actually. I broke in Selkirk, Manitoba. Matt Evans broke me in. Was fortunate enough to go down to Ohio Valley, WWE Developmental. Spent a week down there, and then most recently TNA's Johnny Devine. Spent about 6 or 7 months with him recently. So.
What brought you to the NWN?
I'd have to say, more or less, the crowds, the excitement. It's the plans that they got going on with this promotion are really big, and I want to be a part of it. I mean, it's good for Canada, good for wrestling, and they sold me on it as soon as they told me about it.
With recent injuries of the likes of Triple H and Big Show, how hard is it to recover from any sort of injury?
It is kind of hard, especially for those guys, because that's generally what they're doing day in and day out. At least I have, I wrestle and I have another job as well, so I can fall back on something. But this is their living. This is what they're making. Personally, myself, I had knee surgery about 2 years ago, and it wasn't anything to the degree of a quadricep tear like Triple H, but it kept me out for a good 3 months, 3-4 months, and. I tell you, getting back into it is hard. It's never easy, especially with a knee injury and things like that. They're leg injuries, so it's pretty tough.
What's your most memorable match?
Most memorable match?
You're on the spot.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know that I have a most memorable. There was a former promotion AW ran and got to work in crowds smaller than this one. I'd say my most memorable matches are probably coming up for me, to be honest. Like tonight I'm tagging with Rikishi. Next week I'm getting a chance to work with the former TNA champ Abyss. So I'd say that more or less my memorable matches are coming up pretty soon.
If you could challenge anyone off of any roster or company, who would it be?
Who would it be? Different reasons, I'd say. Just for nostalgia, I'd like to, obviously the names that come up, Hulk Hogan and The Rock. For quality match purposes and just kind of to get in there and learn, probably Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle would be up there, yeah.
What do you do during
Downtime? I don't feel like I have much downtime because if I got a day job too, and from the day job I go to the gym or the in-ring training and then usually a show or something along those lines. So I guess my downtime is spent probably in the gym. This is my first time out in BC, but I've worked, like I said, in Kentucky, down in North Dakota, Saskatchewan, Ontario. I've been around a little bit. I've only been doing this about 6 years, and I've been fortunate enough to get to experience a lot of different guys and wrestlers and different promotions.
Now, how important is theme music? Let's go.
Yeah, he'll be getting his theme music. Well, I'd say theme music is pretty important. You know what? I almost think the theme music is more important to me and the wrestlers than it is to the actual fans. You kind of use that music to really pump yourself up and get out there. And I don't know. I guess the people also, it adds to the entertainment value.
I don't want to keep you very
Sure, no problem.
So I'll just throw you my offbeat question.
Sure.
What kind of video games do you play?
Video games. The gamers out there may not like me. I sold my PS2 about 3 years ago, and I rarely play any video games. But usually, you know what? If I play, it's going to be like a PlayStation SmackDown versus Raw type thing. Like I stick to the wrestling and sports games usually. But yeah, offbeat question, that's for sure. I don't think the gamers are going to like me too much though. So.
Great. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, that's about it. No, thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.